when our rituals no longer gesture towards new possibilities and their only work is to stabilize the familiar, that's when the trickster shows up. And the trickster to me is the porosity of every moral enterprise, the ecstasy, the incompleteness, the promiscuity that inhabits every formulation of reality. And the trickster archetypally breaks through binaries. It's almost messianic, right? But I wouldn't produce the messianic at the end of history. I would produce it in the meantime, that the messianic is always happening. It's right now in the middle of things, in the ordinary. The extraordinary inhabits the ordinary, right? This is how cracks proliferate. It's like the invitation from the small wave to the big wave. Hey, we are not waves, we are water. That's a crack. Cracks are not pro this or pro that. Cracks are not partisan. Cracks are places of unspeakability. So post-activism is like an arrangement of lines of continuity that produce exquisite possibilities for framing reality in different ways. They're invitations to shapeshift, right? So post-activism is the spirituality of the messianic. It's the spirituality of apocalypse. It's now we don't know what comes next, but we are at the very edge of temporality, of time. We're the end of time, the end time. And in this space, this boundary, this ecotone, there is a possibility to become different somehow, right? This syncopation of reality, this rhythmic disruption of the world as we hear it and we sense it is post-activism. And we sense it in our bones that something can be different, but we don't know how to articulate it. Some other thing is calling us phenomenologically into a different kind of relationship. So post-activism opens way for experiments. Brother, I don't know what post-activism looks like locally in Detroit, Michigan. I don't know how it might look like in India, but it is definitely a coming to terms with the diasporic quality of our local lives.